Time to improvise. This could get a little chilly.
I'm going in!
A moment, please. Not bad. Have a safe trip. Going easy on me. Way now. Stay cool and face your gift.
Animal hypostasis emulation! Teamwork is dreamwork!
This could get a little chilly. Let's begin. Stay cool and face your gift.
Yeah! A blade embraces its duty. As a jeweler cherishes. Their gems.
Into the wind!
Huh?
Yeah! Time to go. The wind knows me.
Let the show begin. Whirling snow!
Wind strike!
Today is a lucky day. My apologies. Whirling snow. Take flight! Let's dance!
Picked the wrong test
I shall
subject.
treasure this good fortune. I'll protect us. Whirling snow.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
A blade embraces its duty. as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little... more often. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Jurier,
Yeah, I was...
that's no excuse for...
Junior, Lurvine, we're...
Hello there. It's been quite...
And you?
Yep.
It can be a...
I mean, the infer...
Oh, yeah?
You two really are just...
Not at all!
You got...
Crystal!
You guys didn't get caught.
Ah, and here I thought you...
All right.
Hey, it wasn't...
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. Whenever he'd...
Hey, there's...
These two. They sure are a lot...
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be...
Dream! Traveler, are you still doing alright? We're fine. A few people said... Oh, of course. How did Nerve... Miss sure, Nerve... I ran into the box. If you're not, just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish. I'd like to take the...
Now guess.
Well, look who it is.
Traveler.
Looks like you're
Oh, right.
Whoa, how did...
She didn't want to stress...
Yeah.
Okay, but check...
You meant father?
She said a few things that were...
Her attitude towards you is you should believe her.
Oh, Paimon...
Hey! Are you going...
Looks like it.
Excellent.
For real?
Another implied... Well, Next.
Do my eyes deceive me, or
We wanted to see how the fort.
We're fine, for the most part.
If that's the case,
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. He came here in a hurry and...
he sure said.
Miss Clorand...
Where the gifts.
Nervalette got them.
Those aren't even.
Well, it's Nervalette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working some... Oh, and I have some gifts here.
Are these from.
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so...
For real? Then we can.
You may access... Just remember to come...
Yeah, yeah, ha! Yeah! Ha! Ta! Ha! My apologies! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ta! Toodaloo. Go! Phew! Huh? Wanna come over for tea? again. Sure feel... Huh? How did you know? Hey, it's like... There are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only... Then let's ask... the last time we felt... We should be safe now. Alright then. Good night to you, Traveler. It's been a while since we last saw Nerf.
Billy Churl. Silly Billy. Billy Churl.
Paimon us.
Phew. Huh? Phew. Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Nerval...
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking...
Neuvillette! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Ugh, Traveler and Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice. This is completely unprecedented.
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have... Oh, apologies. I took your quest...
So, what is it exactly?
A Melusine named Kiara received...
And then?
That is all the information I have
Huh?
I have no idea why you're... I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials.
Thank you for understanding. I will even... She may have no
Yes, understood. I'll come back later.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to
I cannot tell you just yet. But there could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risk.
Come on! Stop being so secretive!
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need... Long story short, there were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such...
Indeed. Unfortunately, the reforms damaged the interests of... The incident resulted in Carol taking her... All Melusines used... I granted their wishes when... Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusine. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge, I have nothing... It has already happened once. And I want to make sure...
Even so, why do you have to be the one to invest? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance the political system of However, since I am
outside. But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection, but you know very well about my true identity, and have even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. Let's team up and round up all the
That does not sound like a bad idea.
Oh, Paimon's starting to
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us go. We should visit Kiara first.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective. Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Kiara.
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable. Thanks for the compliment.
I heard from Sidine that you received
A threatening letter. The letter fell through the crack in my door, but Sidine told me it was a threatening letter.
Have you run into any
Suspicious-looking people? Did you think of... Nope.
Do you still have the letter with you?
Oh, let's see.
Now then. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting... We can't rule out that since you can't think of anyone's... Kiara, you should come...
Sure! Wait...
But you are being watched.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around... Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
All right.
We'll take her to a lost place. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, to 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Did Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon, Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the
I thought so. All right.
May I be...
Of course.
That was quick. I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that as things like blood...
All right. Now that... Hear me out. I'm planning...
Of course! Is there any...
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along, huh? What are you looking? Is there really someone watching us? Shh. Strange. Why isn't he back? Gotcha! Charlotte! Oh, wait, that threat letter? What? This is You want to interview? That's right, but it's not any... So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all Yeah, we're doing it... I see. In exchange... All right. What? Shh. It just so I'll ask my but I gotta warn... Why? People care Anyway. Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
What do you think? The design...
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very...
Haran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just...
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Technically speaking, he and I are... I happen to have some time at the moment.
Neuvillette sure is...
Leave this to me. You should go meet...
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your...
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well,
I've been looking over the case records. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting...
they both sound like pretty...
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several...
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk. Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't... Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100...
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. All right, let us take a break.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memorial. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps?
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Novelette likes to drink. Oh, he seems like the type... What's inside these glasses? It looks just like...
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain an old...
What did you think it was?
Since you're the chief
This water is indeed very special. It would not... I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including... Said water is sourced from all across Tivat. Here is one of their latest products. Water, if I were to comment on their mouthfeel... the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. Distinct difference.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope.
How regrettable. It seems like you
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our... Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up. Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the sorry, Paimon was just...
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to
Questions? Are there really things...
many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me, in essence, I neither know why I was born in this form. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all...
True. Some of them have...
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions, but there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior...
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are...
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads, even...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusine, perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by...
Huh. Why didn't Paimon...
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near...
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Are they here for the show? Or something else?
Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Oh!
Monsieur Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we... Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps.
A safe distance? Oh, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Cour de Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never...
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to... Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable...
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like...
But a meaningful life also comes with its...
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. But I want to see the outside. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to...
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what the truth is? Many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be... There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated...
Oh, I'm confident that we'll find them.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble...
Huh? Is he the person...
Yes? Do you have any...
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of...
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melusine.
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards!
Please, calm down. I don't mean...
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized?
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe
Exactly! That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases at—
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving! I won't let you say bad stuff about him! We joined the Mari Shosei Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could have... So tell me, how can you guarantee that you...
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Shosei Phantom, the special security and surveillance, there have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand.
There have been rumors saying that you were born from Calamity. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I still want to try a little harder. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Neuvillette. What's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication. You've taken one small...
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the heat.
Don't keep your hopes up.
You block...
Vautrin brings up a good point. Please be on your guard for the next few...
Yes, sir.
Okay, got...
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh, if he just left things the way...
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people and the guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sack...
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth?
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens.
That is it.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her I should have known. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain, Monsieur...
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group.
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervilette's most trusted subordinates. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Nervilette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public...
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be... I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret, and personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Nervillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend. Is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette. What have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't... Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over, due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do so.
Paimon's starting to lose. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smug... I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to find...
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is it...
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find this...
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Font.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because... you... Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the...
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the men. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do...
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report...
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Nervillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've...
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Nervillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you coward!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to—
Shh! Look! Isn't that Nerviolette? I think he's—
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth— The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée. The list of involved suspects should be— found.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not put— Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much
Monsieur Nervalette, someone claiming to be from the Spina du Rasula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should—
Go! Phew!
These are the people who have had
Invite them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's our plan.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off. But, oh well.
Yes.
You're Essa?
Yes.
Did you write that threatening...
I did, but I was just following...
orders from...
Domenico.
Domenico. Where is he now?
the fortress.
Well, looks like you'll have to make the trip.
You've done more than enough.
Leave the formalities for later. If he really is so...
All right, then. Fortress of Meripede would be super scary, but looking back, you've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff. Oh, you mean Wriothesley? He's definitely a pretty impressive... Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty... Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel...
Excuse me, did I hear someone there?
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she just heard some...
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But...
Did you hear my call? Thank you so...
You're inside the box? Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was not...
Just your... Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry. So that's... You just need your hat, right?
I think you may have misunderstood. It's a soft and brown. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick... It's really important to me.
Don't worry, we'll be back.
With the wind.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought. Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might... Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat. Huh, that's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? You let Paimon... Well, either way, let's go check...
Huh?
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Miss... Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner, dressed all in white, accompanied by... Oh, you must be the legendary traveler, and their companion part.
No! Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some...
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes. I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down.
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have long made the... We heard that you were personally received by his grace, and you're one of his grace's favorite people. Well, after all, I also... And though I've only caught scant sight of his grace since then, I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be...
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed not. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Anything else? Feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Wait, but that's,
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
alright. Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
It's alright, two will do. It just doesn't feel the same if the owner... But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimanology later. That poor guy must... Thank you so much! We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
Phew! Toodaloo. One client, two clients, three clients. Go!
Yahoo! Nice and spicy. Here we go. Think you can get away?
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah. Eat this! Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves. You're toast! Think you can get away?
When the sun... 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Let's get to work. Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we've made a name for ourselves.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is?
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melas. To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a...
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the...
That's an easy one. Let me think.
Did I hear someone say Melusine? What happened? Siegeween! Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be in prison. Really?
There's no need to worry. Clarand is...
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there...
Head nurse.
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord. Thanks for the trouble.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here, Grace?
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
You did? Oh, Archon!
Wait, so you're not actually bald?
I mean, I told you that there had been a... Wait,
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but...
I see!
Does it have some kind of sentiment?
What? Sorry, I can't...
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Wriothesley! It's
Well, it's a slow day today, so I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here.
It's what good adventurers...
Is that so? Maybe I should consider... As I recall, these hats are very important. You might not have the same luck.
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a...
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to...
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless... What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point.
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab some... And if you're still interested in the berets after that, I can take you to the...
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafe...
All right then, please follow me.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any...
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach...
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skill.
Then, I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up... If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get...
It's not for everyone. Think of it as...
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles...
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by our... I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the strength to make it out unscathed. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first...
Paimon gets the sense that guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on...
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as... I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time. Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less. So, what do you think?
Kinda.
I'm perfectly aware of that. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their...
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like...
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the Now, what do we have here? It's more...
Whoa, this is sick. Wait, if you've confiscated...
Yep.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well? Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... this one. This dark spark... Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead? There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll...
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its...
Actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of...
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out... I can introduce you, and we can all...
Wait, are you this free?
Just noticed? I wasn't
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society. Are these your two guests?
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are all...
You flatter me, Your Grace. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you're around. But that's when the thought came to me. Thus, it was with your help.
Oh, so you were also involved?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. But the Society is a great place for those who...
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other our operations are entire...
Who knew you could find such a place in the fortress? Oh, right, and what's the deal with...
There's nothing deep about it. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then that... And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community, optimism, community, hard work...
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal is... I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right.
Huh. Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small... We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening...
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question? Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what...
Welcome to our gathering.
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look.
Well, that's not... I'm sure, Mr. Douche. Besides this space, these rooms are open to all of our members. We want every...
Wow, that's...
Unfortunately, we started a collaboration with the
Yeah, Paimon can definitely...
Yep, and that's exactly why we all think...
Hey, what are you...
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you? We've got some classics. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries, or some quit drinking.
It's because...
Not only that, with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, you never know what you miss. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't.
So this...
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's it.
Don't worry, we would...
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep... Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world. Why don't you also give it a try, huh?
Paimon's gonna bet.
Feeling shy? That's alright. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure that would explain why Wriothesley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect...
Oh, wait, I didn't know. It's all right with...
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Ah, so it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and...
The prisoners here all have very different... Our needs are like violent beasts, but if we can placate them, they lose their fang. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reckon...
You've hit the nail on the head, and I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their...
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying...
Of course, that lifestyle is more...
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you...
What? You fight in the ring?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you... What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for help. I'm sorry, but...
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of...
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that, as far as I recall. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one...
We'll leave him to you, then. Where were we before... Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, and when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would... Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of... Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would...
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been dead.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier.
Never, Your Grace.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the thing.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler. Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure...
Same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the...
Well...
Paimon doesn't remember... There's only one potential problem. If the society...
But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my... I wanted to see just how much I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, the whole truth is a bit complicated. So I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next. Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gather? If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier, and with his watchful eye removed...
Can't you just tell...
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun... I'll explain everything to you later. But right now, we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now.
Wriothesley said. You said you felt there was something off about... Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that...
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it.
I'll go find...
No need. We're just looking... We can look around...
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Hey, big guy!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I ate something earlier. You're looking for something, you said?
Are you still organizing the bookshelf?
Yeah, and...
We weren't thinking about that.
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicion. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting Actually, actually...
And that's precisely why I took...
Oh, so... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental... Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit.
Okay, but aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want.
Well, maybe... In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people... And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds...
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by... And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few...
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all up...
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever... I have some faith. The line has been set.
Fish?
Let's give them some time. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything! It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks any... Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated. I'll bring you some tea. Typical Seishwing. Concerned about... why aren't you two saying anything?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked...
familiar. Paimon? But if both of you say so, let's go ask them.
That's not a bad idea.
Anything you need? Oh, this?
What's that?
We have a very long We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of helping each other is our purpose.
Sounds like a pretty neat organ.
All we want is to defend ourselves, but people won't give us a hard time.
Interested in joining the mutual? If you'd like to learn more, our slogan may have evolved. Here, this book.
You two look... It's the symbol of the mutual aid. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself. The first president of our network was an amazing... All of us have a lot of...
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Time to go.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Mm-hmm. The people who wore the badges belong to an organization. According to them, the badge's design was inspired.
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that
Oh, so the network was... Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office.
All right. Let us talk to him first.
Time to go.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette? What do you want?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you if... Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trust...
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea...
Yeah?
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine, I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and but I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could...
And wanted to take revenge on the...
My initial target was Wriothesley. Everyone in the Fortress of Meropide was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back... But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been...
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling...
Yes. And that's all.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation.
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had...
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to...
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar chief. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment. People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the... Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with...
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, it isn't anything special or worthy of praise. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human...
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs, you're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wish to investigate something...
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a couple...
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be... The less time I spend here, the better.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have two more things to...
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard.
I know of what... The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memornia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited...
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way.
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigate...
Yep. Neuvillette thought they're back.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took... I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his...
What? During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I...
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that, thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful... That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your...
I don't have anything to say, apart from expressing my gratitude. Well then, let us head back.
Please, take care.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Wriothesley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Wriothesley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on... Hey! Any
What I really think is, every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what...
That is indeed. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my... These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank...
Oh, huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Wriothesley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own.
By the way...
At the Palais Marmonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the book. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to...
Whatever.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally... To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Nouvel...
That's not how you step...
I will consider... Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my...
Yes!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publish. I hope it will assuage the concerns. Kiara? It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was...
Let me think. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand. I can't remember what our dreams were anymore.
I can sense your joy.
Oh, I almost forgot. I promised to model for Alov.
Of course.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.